I wanted to ask you about the Iran thing as well. That's one thing that it did seem you did downplay in the last few weeks and months was Iran's influence on this war. But today you're saying Iran-based militias were responsible for breaking or preventing this ceasefire from ever taking hold. Why have you been so quiet on the role of Iran? I think you were on CNN like a week ago, and you said Iran hasn't really played a significant role.
I didn't. I said Hezbollah. We know Hezbollah is there. We said that they have an advisory role on the ground. I definitely put it more on Russia, which I absolutely 100% support. I haven't downplayed anything in that, Brad. We've been very honest about the fact that. We've been very honest about the fact that Iran is there. And
how many sanctions have you put on Iran over Syria in the last 2 years?
And I would ask you to go look at comments coming out of Tehran today. Look at comments coming out of Tehran today about how they're fairly crowing about Aleppo and about the role they played in the siege of Aleppo. So it's not just me. They're talking about their role.
Yeah, they're not downplaying.
And we have to.
So
we have to.
You've been pretty much focusing entirely on Russia.
Because the responsibility lies almost entirely on
Russia. Even
Russia.
though they're directing a lot of the ground attacks, and they have their own kind of proxies embedded with the Syrians, and you've done nothing on the sanctions front, even though you have widespread authority to sanction Iran.
We have sanctions in place on Iran's destabilizing activities, as well as their support for terrorism and groups like Hezbollah, which we know are operating in Syria. There are existing. Brad, come on now.
But why have you put no sanctions on Iran for the last 2 years?
I'm not going to debate policy with you here or future options going forward, Brad. But you know as well as I do that we have sanctions in place on Iran's state sponsorship of terrorism. You know that many of those affect Hezbollah. There are sanctions in place.
This is not a terrorism issue. This is about
there are sanctions in place to affect Iran's
You're just throwing apples and oranges out here.
No, I'm not.
This is not about state sponsorship of terrorism. This is about their support for the Assad regime's military activity.
And it's
a completely different set, and the administration has done nothing.
We've been honest about that role. I'm not going to prejudge or get ahead of decisions one way or the other, Brad.
Wow.
I'm not going to do it.
I know prejudging, the pre-notion is a little silly at December 2016 after Aleppo falls to declare anything like prejudging. I mean, what's
Brad,
done is done.
Brad, calm down. Okay, you don't need to get so upset.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Upset.
And I
it's
don't
a cheap
know.
shot. That's a cheap shot. Come on.
I don't. It's not.
I'm not upset.
Yes, you are.
I'm just debating a point with you.
No, and I'm saying this is not the forum to debate policy. If you want to debate policy, I'll set you up with some policy experts.
Don't get upset,
yeah, right. Exactly. No, it's not a cheap shot. Yeah. Well,
South Asia. Let's start with
Syria. We're on. No, guys. I call the questions, not you. Go ahead, Goel.
let's start with China, John.